We have lots of crazy conversations, but this time, you're invited. You're listening to your favorite mother-daughter duo, the Crozier Girls.
Or is that better?
I think it sounds better. Keep talking.
Hello, I'm talking. Hello.
No, I think it sounds good. Rebecca,
Okay.
hi. Happy
Hello.
New Year.
Happy New Year to all of our listeners.
Happy New Year.
Mom,
Gosh.
I haven't seen you in like 10 days. I don't know how long.
I know. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell our vast media audience what you're doing, where you are?
Well, it's not as exciting maybe as Croatia. I don't know if anyone was expecting that, but I am currently in Northwest Arkansas. So if you hear any noises in the background, that's because there are children running upstairs above me.
Yes.
Currently in Northwest Arkansas, McKinney and I are here visiting our aunt and uncle and their 5 kids. So mom's younger brother, his wife, and their kids.
Right.
And yeah, we were supposed to be here for a week. We were supposed to come back, I guess, 2 days from now.
Saturday.
But it's looking like we may be here for a little bit longer than that. So.
Yeah, because we've got quite a situation happening.
Yes, we do.
It's quite a situation. I was just watching a Facebook Live from our dear friend Mark Christopher. You remember Kennedy Christopher that you were like pals with growing up?
I remember Mark Christopher. Like, I remember that Dad and him like always text when there's like crazy weather stuff happening.
Oh yeah, they're weather buddies.
Yeah.
But what you may not know about Mark Christopher is that he is an administrator of a Facebook page called MB Weather, IMBY. That stands for In My Backyard, because when there's weather, people always want to know what's going to happen in my backyard, right? Like in my house.
Oh, yeah.
And so they kind of make fun of people for that. Like, listen, this is what's going to happen in these areas. We don't know what's going to happen in your backyard, joker. So stop asking.
Right, like look outside the window. Right. Like, what do you mean?
So it's called MB Weather. It's a private page on Facebook, and he's been doing this week like Facebook Lives, just talking through the models and what's going to be happening. And so I was just watching that, and it's very interesting. Yesterday, the situation improved slightly. Let's see, this would have been Wednesday. The situation.
No, today's Thursday.
Right.
Well, every day the situation is different. So,
but today the situation has, unfortunately for us, worsened. So it looks like we're going to have, at the same time, cold temperatures, lots of precipitation, and strong winds. And
so no power.
Right. Those 3 things do not a good situation make. So.
Right. And you don't even get fun snow to.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear no snow is coming here. So I know Dad said that you and McKinney were talking about should y'all leave tonight and head back and all of that.
McKinney was talking about that. I thought we'd already decided, and he came in my room. He was like, "We actually like. I don't know if I want to be stuck here for another week because like I want to go see my roommates. Like they're all gonna be home over the snow." And I was like, "McKinney, we already talked about this. Like I already have."
Well, apparently he called your dad, and they had a lengthy conversation about it. And anyway, but y'all are gonna get snow. So
we're gonna get a lot. Like they're saying, like 10 to 20 inches of snow, which is more snow than I've ever seen.
Right.
And like it's gonna be. Rachel said it could get to like negative 11 degrees.
Yes.
I have never felt that cold of weather.
Yeah.
Like I have never felt that before.
Yeah.
She told us, she was like, you'll be able to throw water up in the air and it freezes on its way back down. Like that's insane.
That's wild.
So yeah. So I'm kind of excited for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely think y'all should stay. I think the problem is that McKinney has FOMO. And all of his roommates are going to be at their house in Dahlonega, and he feels like he's going to be left out.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. And I know, I'm sorry for him, but also like, I was like, you guys won't have power. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you won't be able to go anywhere. And he's like, no, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're staying, so.
Well, good. I'm glad y'all are saying you're going to love seeing all that snow. I've never seen that much snow before in my life, so I'm kind of a little bit jealous. I will say, it's possible that we get, all Dad's weather terms. Let me tell you some of the weather terms I've heard thrown around this house the last couple of days.
Okay.
We've heard talk of the wedge. You know about the wedge, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We've heard talk of the CAD. You remember the CAD, right? Cold air damming.
Oh, yes. Wait, yeah, I do know that.
We've heard lots of talk about the CAD. My personal favorite is the warm nose. You've heard talk of the warm nose, haven't you? No?
No. What is that one?
Yeah. Well, the warm nose is what usually foils our snow here. It's this weather scenario that pushes down from the Appalachian Mountains and it pushes down into the warm air and does something.
Gives it a nose.
Gives it a runny nose. I don't know. So
okay.
Anyway, so that is what I've been hearing talk of around here this week. So we have the generator ready. We've got gas ready. Dad's up at Big Canoe right now, like winterizing the pipes and doing all the things up there. Now I've heard tale that we have to go to someone's apartment and drip faucets for her.
Okay. Sorry. So sorry that I'm literally stuck here and I didn't know all this was going to happen even less than a week ago. So.
Oh man, I think your apartment will be fine because you don't have like exterior, you don't have like pipes on the exterior walls. All of your pipes, your kitchen and your bathroom are interior. So I think it'll be fine, but we'll go over there and drip a faucet and turn your heat up a little bit for you. So just to make sure.
They said to also open the cabinets.
Yeah.
So the pipes can, I don't know.
Right.
Feel free. I don't really know why.
Yes.
To open the cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to release this podcast episode before this, like in time for people to listen while they're stuck in their homes, or
maybe
special snow episode?
It depends on how busy I get. Listen, my real estate career is picking up.
I know, Mom. I keep seeing your Facebook post. I'm like, oh, maybe I should go to a showing at this house in Hunting Hills. Like,
I showed the house in Hunting Hills today.
You did?
I have a couple of buyer clients. I have a listing going active in the 1st of February. And so it's really busy. I'm going to give myself a shameless plug right now. If you've been sitting on the fence about moving, buying a house, now is the time to do so. Call your favorite neighborhood realtor, Melanie Crozier from the Crozier Girls podcast. Anyway.
And let her know that you found her through the podcast. Maybe you'll get some kind of like, I don't know, deal. I don't know.
Right. Maybe you'll get some Terry Swaim created Crozier Girls podcast merch. So anyway, yeah. There's my.
Yeah, we found you through the podcast.
It's my shameless real estate plug, but it's really crazy how busy I've gotten. So, anyway, and then Pop's been in the hospital, still in the hospital, so that's made my week really busy. Yeah. I think he's gonna be. He's gonna be fine.
Gonna come home before the ice?
Listen,
like, what's happening with that?
I hope so, but he's got this thing in his nose, this tube they've had to put in his nose, and it has to stay there for a couple days. So I'm hoping that like the bad weather's not supposed to start until later in the day on Saturday here. So I'm hoping that we can get him out before all of that starts to happen. So anyway, yeah, I know there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot
happening.
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, my phone is connected to Micah's computer. This has never happened before, and I'm getting so many text messages, and it keeps popping up on his computer. So I don't know.
Okay, that's why you keep like looking to the side. I'm like, what is she doing?
Because I keep hearing this notification, and I look, and there's another text message. So it's just weird. This has never happened, and now there's another one. I mean, I'm going to have to silence something because it's really distracting. So anyway, what else has been happening with you?
Wait, quick question. Can you still hear the echo when I mute myself? Say something.
Hello? 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 I don't hear it now.
Okay, that's just because I muted myself, so I guess I'll just try to do that, just in case. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't thinking, and I actually made notes for the podcast today, and I put them on my phone. and so now I cannot access them. Um, so I'll try to remember because I'm scared to swipe out of this. Like I don't know what will happen. Like I don't, is it like a FaceTime call where like you can have it but also be looking at something on your phone,
Mm.
Like,
What
what
if
will
you just
happen?
swipe up and then go to notes, but you don't close it out? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, no,
Am I still here?
yeah, I can still hear you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
great.
here I am. Okay. Oh, I was gonna give everyone an update on my one of my low level goals from the last episode. If you haven't listened, you should go listen. But I finally did make sourdough
Yes.
on my own. I made two loaves, and I brought half of one of the loaves here to Arkansas because like I just hadn't finished it or whatever. And my cousin Mac, who his mom makes sourdough all the time, and she's an expert basically. He told me that my sourdough is awesome and that I should make more. And so I feel like that was a really high compliment coming from a kid who is very, very honest. So,
Yes, a 12-year-old who's very
mhm,
honest, 11 or 12. Yeah, that is high praise coming from him.
mhm,
Um, and also you gave me one of your loaves of sourdough and it's been very tasty. So, well done.
nice.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I can give an update on one of my low level goals, and that is I cleaned out the linen closet and I got Dad to clean out the top part of his closet. So, yeah,
Wow, that's
yeah,
big.
it
Okay,
is
starting
big.
off strong in the new year.
Starting off strong. I mean, if I keep up this pace, I'm not going to have anything to clean out by the time December gets here because it's going to,
You're not gonna have
especially
anything to do. All your
if,
goals will be, you'll be like, what am I doing now?
yeah, I know. I've really been looking at throw pillows. So I might be circling in on that soon.
Okay, that's
Although
exciting.
we did something kind of different this year when I took all the Christmas down. I didn't put a lot of the Christmas back or the regular decorations back up. I just felt like I needed a
Good.
reset. I felt like
So you're gonna be buying more decorations to fill those places,
I
or
don't know. I'm ready to like do something in that living room that's a little different. So I don't know. Dad and I are talking
okay,
through some ideas and just trying to figure it out. But
okay.
anyway,
Well, if you get
we
a new love seat, you know what to do with that one because it misses its
it
counterpart.
misses its
So,
couch.
yeah.
Love seat and couch are not together right now.
No.
You know how we have that entertainment center built in our living room? And it's always kind of just been a problem since we don't have a big old-fashioned boob tube anymore. That
It makes it impossible to get a new TV there.
pretty much that TV cabinet was made for one of the older TVs with a big tube on the back. And when we had that built in, when we paid the money to have that built in, like we had no idea we're going to be using flat screen TVs that you could literally carry around from one room to the next. And so we've just always been in a quandary as to what to do. And the other day, this is actually really exciting. I can't believe I haven't told you this. The other day, I was on a walk. Okay, well, hold on. We kind of have to describe this for the listeners. So
Okay.
we've got this. It's a built-in entertainment center, and then to the right of it, it's basically like a big box that comes out of our wall. Half of it's an entertainment center, and the other half is the backside of a linen closet. Right. So it's not like, oh, just tear out the entertainment center because now then you still have half of that box that's built out from the wall. Half of it's in linen closet. So it's always been an issue. We've had so many people in, we've had builders in, we've had cabinet makers come in and try to give us, suggestions what to do with it. And it's just always been an issue. And so I finally told Dad, I was like, you know what? I think I'm finally at the point where I would be okay putting the TV over the fireplace.
Really?
I know.
Whoa. Okay, that's
I know.
crazy.
I know it's big news. It's actually, I feel like we should put out a press release because I've always been
Wait.
like against it.
No, yeah, that's insane. Like we've never had our TV over the fireplace. Okay,
Right.
so would we move the couch
Okay,
to
time
like
out. Time out. You're
Okay,
getting
sorry,
ahead of
sorry.
yourself. You're getting so far
I'm
ahead of
just
yourself.
scared.
So, but the problem is it would look silly to have the TV over the fireplace and then have that TV cabinet there. It's sitting empty. So I've just been like, what are we going to do with this? If we take it out, then we still have
Can you
this
like
linen closet.
make the
Hold on.
TV center into like a pretty bookshelf or something?
Sure,
I
we've
don't know.
talked through that, but it's like it's really deep, right? It's like
Yeah,
2
it's
or
weird.
3 feet deep because it
Yeah.
could fit one of the big old-timey TVs. So I was on a walk the other day, and I really truly think it was the Lord inspired me and gave me this idea because, Rebecca, we built this house, Dad and I, from the bottom up. We have lived here for 21, almost 21 years. And like I said, we have thought about this for probably the last 10, 15 years, what to do about this situation. And it finally came to me. I have the solution.
Hey, I'm waiting. What's the solution?
So we can rip out the TV cabinet, and instead of having the big box of the linen closet left, we can cut the linen closet in half of its depth. So you still have a linen closet, but it's just wide enough for like towels or a blanket folded, in thirds. It's not like 2 or 3 feet deep. Does that make sense? And so then you have the empty space where the TV cabinet currently is, and then you just have a small little notch coming out for the linen closet. And I could put a chair there right by the fireplace. And then probably what we would do is move the couch where the sink, we're kind of right under the sink there.
Which it's been there before.
It's been there before. We've kind of gone back and forth. Move the couch there, have a chair by the fireplace in that little area, and then maybe even 2 more chairs where the couch currently sits. And we could even get the ones that swivel so they can like look at in the kitchen, look out, be on the back, if we have the doors open for the back porch. Like, are you tracking with this?
Wow, that's a really big change. Okay, I have to say something though.
Okay.
I feel like you were inspired by the setup in my apartment. I'm so sorry. All of a sudden now you're like, oh, I'd be okay putting the TV over the fireplace, and oh, I want a big chair by the fire.
Well, that is how your apartment is, but honestly, the chair, chair in that little area was Dad's idea. He was like, "You could put a chair there." I was like,
"Oh, okay,
I could put a chair there."
Yeah.
So we just never thought about the fact it was almost like we either had to have this big, huge box, all or nothing. Like either we,
but like you can cut that linen closet in half. Most of the stuff in there is like,
oh, there's
junk
nothing in there
anyways.
because guess what? I've already cleaned it out. Remember?
Oh, that's right. You just said that. Yep.
It's beautiful.
So that's a great idea, Mom.
Right. So I think it's actually a really good idea, and I actually don't think it's going to cost as much as if we reconfigured or rebuilt that TV cabinet. That would have cost a lot more because just all the cabinetry and all of that. So anyway, I think we have the idea.
That's
now
exciting.
So we'll see. I mean, who knows when that'll happen, because the other problem is because that cabinet and linen closet situation is going to be changed up. Now we have to do something with the floors because there will be a spot where there's no carpet.
Oh.
Which I've been wanting to put hardwood floors in there for a long time. So it's literally if you give a mouse a cookie.
Yeah, because then it's like, well, we might as well do hardwood right now while we're at it, because why would we just add more carpet when we don't even want carpet here?
Right.
Yeah.
Or, we can't get that carpet anymore because it's old. We've had it for so many years.
True.
So then we'd have to either re-carpet or, hardwood. So anyway, it's a lot. It's a big project. So nothing's happening now, but it makes me feel better having nothing.
Yeah.
Although we did add some decor over the fireplace. Do you remember? I showed it to you in
Yes.
FaceTime.
Yes, you did. Like a 6-foot banner
of Micah, baby.
Of Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Micah shrine.
It is. It's the shrine to Micah. He is a senior. He's earned it.
He is a senior. He deserves it, little buddy.
Yeah. So
He's
anyway.
so cute.
All right.
Okay, well, that's exciting. Just let me know before you make any big changes, and I just come home one day and it's different. So please let me know so I can say goodbye to
because you
would
riot. You don't
I
like
would be
us
so
to do things
upset.
else.
I'd be like, no, you can't just put hardwood floor in here where I've always had carpet and gotten to lay on the ground and like roll around the carpet. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I had to say goodbye.
Okay, we'll make sure you know.
Okay.
Well, okay, so that's an update on our low-level goals.
Yeah, that was a really big update, Mom. That was crazy.
I know. That wasn't even part of my goal. That's actually not low level. That's
Yeah, that's very
pretty
high level.
that's pretty high level. And it may not happen
Yeah.
this year. I'm so excited that I actually came up with a solution that I think can maybe
Mm,
work.
yeah.
So,
Well, if your real estate career takes off, then there you
listen,
go. You can fund
listen.
your new project.
That's right. That's right. I'm excited. All right. Well, what else did you have on your
Oh,
list?
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I had anything on mine. I'm not sure if
I
I
was
did.
gonna say, I feel like this trip has been really good because, or I mean, like, obviously it's been really good, but I feel like it's the most amount of time I've spent in a row with McKinney and the least annoyed in that time. Or not it's not the most, it's just like, it's a lot of time back to back with him of like, no parents or Micah to intercede. And
Yeah.
like, I've only got annoyed with him like a few times. So I feel like that's good.
I think that speaks. Okay, you got to mute because it's really loud. That echo. I don't know what changed, but it just got really loud. I think that speaks to McKinney maturing and not being as annoying. But then I also think it speaks to you maturing and not getting as easily annoyed by McKinney as you have in the past.
Yeah, I also think it's cool, but also like I was never the problem. Like I've always been
Yeah,
mature,
and
so like
see,
I don't even know.
now I feel like you haven't matured because here we are. Here we are.
Okay, you can't get annoyed at someone without them annoying you. You know what I mean? Like actually, I guess you can.
Yes, you
Actually,
can.
yeah, you
I get annoyed with you guys all the time, and you probably think you haven't done anything to annoy me, but you have. You do. We all annoy each other.
Okay, we've both grown and matured.
How
That's good.
how was the car ride? Like, did you? I know you slept a lot, but did y'all listen to music?
You know, I slept. We listened to music. I had made plans to call a friend, so I talked to her for like an hour and a half.
You said you were
And
going
then
to make McKinney listen to your podcast.
yeah, that of course that didn't happen. Like he didn't.
I mean,
No, he was not going to do
he
that.
was not going to do
So
that.
we listened to music. We actually had like a lot of really good conversations, so that was nice.
That is
Um,
nice.
yeah, yeah. So it was good.
Cool. Okay.
It went by a lot quicker than we thought. Probably because it went quicker than we thought because McKinney drives very fast.
Yeah, when y'all
So
got there, I got a notification that said Rebecca has completed a 319-mile risky drive.
yeah, I'm sure it was risky. There were a few moments I was like, McKinney, what are you like? And I actually got scared. There was one moment I was scared actually for my life, and I was like, "We're gonna die." Like, yeah,
Okay, I don't want to hear that. That does not give me any kind of confidence. And also, it makes me want to tell McKinney he has to start paying for his own car insurance.
yeah, he probably should. Like, I don't. I'm not gonna like lie to you. I love him, and I'm on his side, but I'm also like, it was crazy. So,
Okay.
but he's also the luckiest kid in the world. Like, if I had done some of that stuff, immediately there would have been a cop right there watching me, and of course, he's so lucky.
Well, you know what?
But
My
when he's driving,
sweet friend Carol Swift, who just passed away. It's been a really sad couple of weeks and season for me, but she always used to say to me, and y'all have probably heard me say it, the lucky ones get caught. And that's true. So hopefully at some point he will. Well, he has gotten caught. And he does have tickets, but if he gets another one, Dad's told him he's paying all his own insurance. So, anyway, okay, enough about McKinney's bad driving.
well, another thing I was gonna say about McKinney, McKinney has gotten so much sleep while he's been here. I mean, he'll sleep till 11. He'll do school for 2 hours, then he'll take a 3 hour nap in the afternoon. Like he is getting so much because the kids are at school, so like
Yeah,
he's just chilling. And then obviously when they go home from school, he's not just
right.
like
Well,
playing
I
with
think
them.
that's
But
part of the reason he wants to come back is I think he's a little bored. He's not used to just sitting around. And I mean, there's only so much to do there. You're working, Rachel and David have stuff to do, the kids are at school, so it's not like there's a ton of stuff. He should ask David, is there anything you need help with while, that I could do for you while you're at work? But
yeah,
that's
that's
also
true.
hard. It's probably easier just
They
to do it yourself than show him how to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna do some stuff tomorrow because I think David is off
David's off on
work. And then
Fridays.
he helped David the other day. They're like take their TV down and like reinforce their TV. Which speaking of, if we get a new TV for you guys to put over the fireplace, you guys need to get a TV like they have because it's like it's one of those picture TVs
Yeah.
that like when you're not watching it, you can make it look like a
Artwork.
picture and it just looks like you have a nice pretty framed artwork
Yep.
a fireplace and doesn't look like a clunky
Yeah.
black TV that ruins the vibe. Like, it's
Yes.
so pretty.
Yes. That will have to be the stipulation for sure. So the only problem with hanging the TV over the fireplace that Dad and I have discussed is we're not sure. I mean, we would have to get a professional to come do it. But with that stone, it's not, I mean, we're not sure about the masonry work that was done to put the stone fireplace up. And so, like, there's pieces of it that are coming out. And so you can't just attach the TV to the stone. It's going to have to be drilled all the way into the studs behind the stone. And Dad and I just don't know. We have no idea how that would happen. So anyway, that would require...
Yeah, that's a good point.
That would require a professional. So anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, what else is on your list? Our last podcast recording was before New Year's.
I know. Like, this is the first one we've done all year. So
yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
I was gonna tell everyone, Dave and Rachel introduced us to this guy on YouTube. And I actually sent his YouTube to Dad because I thought Dad would like find it so cool.
Okay.
But it's some guy named Martine Doolard. And he is I think he used to live in Amsterdam, so in my head he's Dutch, but I don't actually know if he's like, I don't know. But he sold everything and bought this land and these 2 dilapidated stone cabins in the Italian Alps, moved there. He's lived there for like 4 years at this point, and he's like this professional photographer and videographer, so he has videoed for 4 years his life, like building these cabins, building a greenhouse, like basically living off the land, and like cooking, like doing all this stuff. And if they're the most beautiful YouTube videos, like we just put one on last night and it was just so relaxing. Like most of the time he's not talking, it's just like almost like ASMR of him just walking around, like doing stuff.
Wait, what did you just say?
ASMR?
What's that?
You don't know what ASMR is, Mom?
No.
What? I don't even know how to. That's so weird. ASMR is like this thing.
Is it?
I feel like.
Does it stand for something?
Probably, but I don't know what it stands for. It basically is like people will make these videos of them, like, you would hate it because I hate it because of like our weird thing with sounds. Like, I don't want to listen to people chewing and like all this stuff.
Right.
But people will get like really close up to like a mic and they'll like
here it is.
Crinkle a water bottle or like make these sounds that people think like sound really good to them. And so some people will fall asleep listening to ASMR like at night, like they turn it on when they're going to bed. It's crazy.
It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And it's a tingling, relaxing sensation starting on the scalp, triggered by specific sounds, whispers, tapping, or visuals, slow movements, personal attention, leading to feelings of calm and well-being, often used for stress relief, relaxation, and sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should look up some ASMR videos tonight and you'll like know what I mean. Most people use that term in like when they're referring to sounds, so I didn't know it could also be like just visual, like calming videos or whatever.
That's really interesting. I had no idea what you were saying. I was like, what?
That's crazy. Yeah, sorry. I figured you knew.
That's so interesting. So how did they find this guy?
So Rachel's mom is like obsessed with him and like has watched all of his videos, and it sounds like they've kept up with his life a bunch too, but he just like, it's the most like down to earth, like yeah, it's so fascinating, but it's also just these gorgeous, like he has gorgeous drone footage and just beautiful cameras, and it's like, it's just really cool. So you should look him up.
Dad would love that. You're right. Well, Dad and I have started watching a new show. You probably have not watched it, nor maybe have you even heard of it, but it's Clarkson Farms, and it's in its 4th season, and my friends have told me about it for years, and Dad and I have just never, I don't know, carved out the time to watch it. But it's this guy, Jeremy Clarkson, and it takes place in the Cotswolds in England. And he was into the cars or something. I don't know. I think he was in a car racing or something, made a bunch of money. And then he bought like this 500-acre farm in the Cotswolds. And he decided to farm it himself, and he knows nothing about farming. And it's hilarious. That
sounds fun.
Yeah, it is the most, first of all, of course, his accent is amazing. And just his different escapades. So the very first episode was
Wait, is
him.
it like is it reality or is
Yeah,
it
it's
like a
real.
Oh, okay, okay,
No,
got
it's
it. Got it.
real. Like, I know several people that have actually been to his farm in England. He has a farm stand. It's called Diddley Squat Farms. And so they go to his farm stand and buy produce or different things there. Like, it's kind of a destination
That's
at
so
this
funny.
point. So Dad and I are
Yeah.
now, we're like, okay, we're going back to England. We're going to visit the Cotswolds and go visit Diddley Squat Farm. But anyway, it's hilarious. The second episode, he decided he was going to get sheep because some of his fields he doesn't plow and plant in. They just stay, like wild wildflower fields or whatever. But the government requires that they mow it once a year. And so he had this brilliant idea like, well, maybe I'll just get sheep to eat it down. And then they'll also be fertilizing it with their waste. And also I can breed them and make money off them. It is hilarious. I mean, Dad and I are dying laughing. This poor guy is, shedding tears over these 3 sheep that they had to euthanize. And I mean, it's,
Why'd they have to euthanize them?
well, because something with their udders were messed up. And so if they had bred with the rams and gotten pregnant, they wouldn't have been able to feed the babies. And so anyway, so they had to be separated from the rest of the herd so that they wouldn't
Gosh,
get pregnant by the rams. And you should hear
that's
him.
so sad.
He has 80 sheep. He calls them sheeps. My sheeps. He has 80 sheeps and he bought 2 rams. And you should hear him talk about what studs these 2 rams are to be impregnating 80 sheep.
Oh my
2
God.
rams and 80 sheep. It's hilarious. I mean, Dad and I were dying.
So,
It's so
is
funny.
it just funny because he doesn't know anything about farming and like that's what makes it funny?
It's funny
Okay.
because he doesn't know anything about farming. And then there's these other cast of characters that are part of the show. So, like, his financial advisor is Charming Charlie. And when Charlie shows up, Jeremy's always real, like, oh boy, this is going to be a blast. Here comes Charming
It's
Charlie.
like Michael Scott with
Right.
Toby.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's Charming Charlie, and then he brought on a farmhand to help him named Caleb, and this Joker is hilarious. He's 21 years old. Jeremy Clarkson's probably in his 60s. The farmhand Caleb is like 21 years old, and he knows so much about farming, and it's just so funny.
That's
So that's funny. But
awesome.
the
Okay.
best character is this one guy who's lived in the village for 70 something years, and he's helped Jeremy Clarkson do a couple things. And you cannot understand a word he says. And in the subtitles, it's like, this is part of the joke of the show. In the subtitles, it'll be like, indistinct muttering, cannot understand. Like, this guy's talking, and Jeremy's like, uh-huh. Okay, yeah. And Jeremy can't understand him either. He's just the
So
dialect, he's
so
so country.
so this place is real and this guy is real. Is it like a reality show documentary, or are these people real, or are they like
No,
characters?
these
Like
people are real.
everything's real.
No, it's
Okay,
all
sorry.
real. This guy's
Okay.
life, and
Okay.
it's like a documentary. Yeah, I guess a docuseries. And there's 4
That's so funny.
seasons, and Dad and I just barely have started season 1. So it's really funny. I know a bunch of our listeners watch it, and they're going to be like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe you guys have never watched the show before. But alas, here we are. We're catching up with the times, and we are thoroughly enjoying it. So highly recommend.
I'm so glad. That sounds so
Yeah.
interesting.
And the
So,
scenery is really pretty too. I mean, the
oh, I'm sure.
Cotswolds, So
Hmm.
anyway,
Yeah.
so that's been what we have been watching. Maybe we won't
Hmm.
lose power with this storm, and we'll have lots of time to just watch shows and play cards and do all the fun
Yep.
things.
But
So
that'd be crazy if y'all didn't lose power.
I
So,
know it does sound pretty bad. The one big concern that Dad and I were talking about today is we have a generator, but we can't run the pool pump off of it because that's hardwired. Like, there's no way to unplug the pool pump and plug it into a generator. And the problem with a pool that you don't shut down for the winter is that it constantly has water running through its pipes because the pumps turn on and runs water. So if we lose power and the pipes in the pool freeze and burst, we're going to have a mess. We're going to have an insurance claim, and I guess maybe we'll be getting a new pool. So,
Wait, what would happen? Like it would
well, so
flood? Like what?
when water gets in the pipes and the
Yeah,
water, when water freezes, what does it do? It expands.
right.
So if you've
Okay.
got water in your pipe and it freezes and then it expands, it busts the pipe. And then once it thaws out or the power comes back on, water's trying to run through and you've got a crack in your pipe. And so it's going to leak
Okay.
and flood.
That makes sense.
And there's
Okay.
so many pipes running to the pool. It's like, I don't know how we would even figure out which pipe is busted. It'll be a big mess if it happens. So we'll just be praying that
Okay.
we don't lose power.
I mean, it's never happened before when we've lost power
That's right.
that's happened to the pool.
Well,
So,
because we've never lost power for an extended period of time here. Like the longest we've ever been out of power is maybe 5 or 6 hours. So
okay.
the concern is if we lose power and we're out for 24, 48 hours and the temperatures are dropping like they say they're going to into the single digits, that's why Dad's a little concerned about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Oh man.
I know.
Okay.
It's gonna
That's
be
crazy.
a crazy weekend for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm glad y'all are there. Do David and Rachel have a generator?
No, but they they have this really cool. Well, I think I was telling y'all about this. It's not like they have a fireplace, but it's not just a fireplace. It's like basically a stove that heats the whole house.
Right.
So it has a fan, and if power goes out, the fan will stop working because we won't be able to turn it on and off. But um, the stove still like heats the house
Yeah.
well, so
But
it should be
also,
good.
they're not really expected to get ice. It's just good old
Yeah.
fashioned fluffy snow because it's going to be so cold there. So
hmm
losing power is probably not a huge concern for them, honestly.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen. They said like I think they're still preparing for it in
Yeah.
some ways, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. Okay. Well, since we last talked, you were in a wedding.
Yeah.
And so that was fun. We haven't even talked about Libby's wedding and how beautiful
Even
she
like
looked.
5 years ago? That seems like so long ago.
I know. It's not even a month ago.
Oh my gosh.
It's not even a month
Yeah.
ago. But here's what I'm going to
Yeah.
say. Here's what I did want to talk about Libby's wedding because it has been so long since I have been to a wedding in an actual church. And it was like old fashioned, but in the absolute best way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like from the standpoint of there was organ music and there was beautiful music and like real instruments. Like she had a cello and I think a violin playing. It reminded me of how weddings were when I got married, and it was just really beautiful. They did
Yeah.
the chiming
It
of
was
the
so pretty.
hour, which I mean, that's a little more formal than most of the weddings people have nowadays, but I loved it. I thought it was just so reverent and timeless and just I really loved it.
Yep. I agreed. I think it was like I mean, it was the first church wedding I'd been to in a while. Like the only other one I can remember, David and Rachel got married in a church.
Hmm.
I don't know what other church weddings I've been to. Like, I think, yeah, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. So
Yeah.
well done. She looked gorgeous. If you guys remember one of our episodes from the summer, that my friend joined us on, that's the friend that got married. So,
Yes. Well, you
yeah.
had several friends that joined you, but this was your roommate through all 4 years of college.
Oh, yes. I guess I did
And
have several.
yeah, and so she got married, and yeah, she did look beautiful. So that was a fun night to, be there and see that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then let's see what else
Well,
has happened.
another big thing that's happened is Micah had senior night.
Oh, we have to talk about senior night.
And I know. I mean, I think what was it that I think it was one of Micah's friends. I think it was Micaiah. I don't remember. One of Micah's friends said to him, Micah, your whole lineage is here.
He did. There were I'm just saying, I'm going to go on a little bit of a soapbox and say good biblical community is such a blessing. It's a gift not just to the church, but to individual families. And that is what senior night was for us. We had so many of our good friends were there. Their kids came. Both sets of grandparents were there. Of course, you and McKinney were there. It was just the most. Claire was able to come. Amberly came down. One of your cousins came with McKinney down from Dahlonega.
Yeah, which was sweet. The pastors from church were there.
We have 3 student
Yeah.
pastors. All 3 of them came. And let me just tell you, Micah played so good. I was just so proud. It was such a fun night, and it's exactly what you want for your kids' senior night. And yeah, it was just really, really special. So,
I mean, Micah, didn't he make the most points that game than he had all season, like in any game all season?
since he's played on varsity, yes, I think he may have made
Oh,
more in
okay.
a JV game, but on varsity, yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
so
it was,
great.
he did so good. Yeah, it was awesome.
It was so fun. So, yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, and then Micah's college stuff is just continuing to truck along. He is got some really exciting possibilities, and so I'm not going to necessarily talk about it on the podcast. Just I'm not sure he'd want me to yet until there's like official stuff, because things could change. But he had a really big interview this week, and it went really well. And so, anyway, that's exciting. Just figuring out his little path.
So exciting. Yep.
So,
So exciting.
yeah. Anyway, is that all we've done? I mean, mostly that's all I've done is basketball and real estate
Yeah.
and Bible study.
I went to visit a friend in South Georgia, I guess 2 weekends ago, and then last weekend we drove here to Arkansas. We went to a really cool museum on Martin Luther King Day. Um, there's like a huge American art museum here that's like was built and is owned by one of the Waltons who started Walmart, so they're like trillionaires. So that was really cool and fun.
And they keep it free admission, right? Is that? Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah, it's a really cool
yeah.
museum. Dad and I went there with Micah when we were there a few springs ago. So it's really
Yeah, it's
cool.
really pretty. Yeah, and we've just been hanging out.
You've been making your rounds to all the coffee shops, I see.
Yes, we've been visiting lots of coffee shops. They've been giving us recommendations, so the coffee's really good.
Because what's going on with Aunt Rachel, and what is she drinking? What?
I know she doesn't want to be, but
Bless her.
yeah. And they did make like real coffee for us a few days ago. She was like, "It's real coffee in the pot this morning." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
So what is it she's been drinking?
So it's half chicory and then half like real coffee. So it has less caffeine, I guess half the amount, and it does still taste like coffee. Like it's not.
What is
I don't. I think
chicory?
if they hadn't told me, I would have just been like, "Oh, this is a really light roast or something." Like I don't think I would have. I would have been like, "Man, I need a few more cups of this." But like, I don't. Yeah.
But what is
Um,
chicory?
I don't really know, Mom.
Okay.
I actually am not sure.
Okay.
So
So you don't know what you're drinking.
it's something healthy.
So
But,
yeah,
yeah.
just so our listeners know, my brother's wife Rachel is very healthy. She eats very cleanly, and so yeah, who
To be
knows what
fair,
chicory is?
she's like deathly allergic to dairy, so she has
Oh,
to make
yeah.
a lot of stuff from scratch just because like it's easier that way
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
do. So it like makes sense. But also, yeah, she is really healthy.
Right,
So.
right. So we do tease her. We tell her she's real crunchy, but she
I like it though. Like
Yeah.
she's the stuff we eat. I think I've ranted about this on the podcast, but
Oh yeah, we all have
our
the
food is
stuff we eat.
poison,
I
so.
still feel like we need to be getting a Yucca sponsorship.
Oh, yeah. So many people have told me like, "Oh, I use the Yuka app for everything now because of the podcast." And I'm like, "Right." Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So why are they not sponsoring us? Anyway,
Right.
probably because we only have like 30 listeners. Let's be honest.
right. Yeah, I think we actually know why they're not sponsoring us, Mom.
That's so funny.
Oh,
All
man.
right.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you're getting some good coffee in some of the coffee shops. I know that
Hmm.
yeah, it's a really cool area in Northwest Arkansas. So it's
Yeah,
really,
it is
there's
cool.
some hip vibes happening there.
Yep. Also, Mom Journey loves me. Like, she literally,
Oh,
today, Rachel was holding her, and she reached out to me and she says, I want Becca. I know.
she
She
said,
says my name. She says my
wow.
name. She says Betta. Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh.
Yeah, she, like, actually
Okay,
really
we
loves
need to
me,
get
which is
that
really
on
sweet.
video. I need to get on video
I
of her
know.
saying
Well,
your
it's,
name.
I know. It's, you never know when it happened. Like, it's just random, but, it's so cute. But then McKinney walks in the room and she just looks at him. And she just gets. And then sometimes, usually later in the afternoon, she'll be like totally chill with him and he'll be playing with her and she'll be laughing and giggling. So I think she just doesn't know what to do about McKinney.
Okay,
But,
well, that's valid.
anyways,
A lot of us don't
yeah.
know what to do with McKinney.
Right. I told her that. I was like, girl, sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. Like, you're valid. So,
Oh
I love
man,
him.
it's so true.
But,
He's an acquired
yeah.
taste for sure, that boy.
Yeah. But she's
Um,
so cute. I love her.
Good. That's so good. I'm glad you sent us that picture of her smiling. So that was so cute. And then I haven't seen much of Macy Beth. How's she doing?
She's doing good. Yeah.
Just
She's,
middle schooling it out?
yep. Yep. I
Okay.
think um she likes her alone time, which
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Hmm.
So,
You were
yeah.
like that at that age too.
Yep. I think we're
And
very
she's got all
similar.
those brothers that she's probably like, I'll just
Yeah.
stay in my own
I
room.
can't imagine having three brothers
Yeah.
plus another child. So,
Yeah.
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 So,
Anyway, good, good.
yep.
Well, I'm glad that y'all are having a good time, and I'm glad that y'all got to go, and I'm glad that we finally got this podcast recorded because actually, people, we had a very serious conversation today about whether or not we were going to continue. And I said to Rebecca, listen, I'm fine with whatever we decide, but we are not going to keep paying Riverside and Buzzsprout to do this podcast when we're not doing the podcast. So we've got to decide if we're going to make it a priority. And we decided we're going to try to keep it going at least, I think 2 a month is a good goal. And we'll see what happens.
Good low level goal. 2 a month. We
2 a
can do
month.
that.
That's probably not too low
Yep.
level with our schedules, but
True.
we
I
will.
think when basketball is over,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Because,
January was a crazy month. Yeah,
right.
I don't know.
Because most nights we have basketball. So we're not here and it's hard to record because we don't get home till 10 o'clock at night and all the things. So
Did you
anyway,
get another text? Is that why you were?
no, it's because the echo had gotten really bad again. So, but it's fine. Well, all right. Well, is it time for high point and low point?
I guess so. I feel like
I
I already
know.
shared like everything that's happened, so
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's hard because we just talked about all the things. So maybe we could come up with a new closing for 2026.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Or our other idea would be like we could start with high point and low point. So that way it's like I'm not like using up all my material and then I'm like, well, I just told you like all my high points from the last few weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but unfortunately,
I
we
don't
didn't
know.
do that today, and it's going to be real hard for me to move it from now to the thing, and it's
No,
not
I
going
know.
to
I
feel
wasn't
right. Yeah.
saying that you had to do that. Yeah.
But is there another way
So
we
what
could close
should we?
out?
I don't know.
Man, I wish my podcast ladies didn't already have the 5 favorites because that is such a cute thing to do.
I know we can't
But
copy
we
them.
can't
That's like
copy because that's
plagiarizing.
totally
Yeah.
plagiarizing. So
I can do some, see if ChatGPT has any ideas.
let me see. Let me see real quick.
Okay.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
The problem is I don't even know how to ask it. It's like it's going to say like a call to action, a reflective or thought-provoking close.
Let me, Mom. I'm getting, that's not, I don't know what
Okay.
you asked
I
them,
I
but
don't know how to ask stuff, so yeah.
okay. Oh, I'm getting so many. Okay. If we want quick, recurring bits that are easy and comforting, we could share one thing we're into this week. Oh, high or lows. So, okay. Thanks, ChatGPT. One sentence take. Each host gives a hot take in under 10 seconds. A listener shout out. We don't have enough of those.
Yeah.
Okay, light and playful. We could do would you rather rapid fire. Okay.
Oh, I hate Would You
Hot
Rather.
take hat. Pull a prompt from a jar or a digital list. Truth or tiny lie. One truth, one lie. The co-host guesses, finishes. Okay, so those are like little games. I don't know if I like that.
Mm-mm.
Question of the week, something reflective for listeners to sit with. One thing we learned from the episode or the conversation. A gratitude moment. Oh, I like that. One thing you're grateful for right now.
Oh, I like that
Advice
too.
to our past selves. Um, we could do a prediction corner. Something you think will happen before the next episode. Unhinged recommendation. Rating this week on a ridiculous scale. So an example would be out of you could do 5 out of 7 emotional support frogs, like a ridiculous. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
That's kind of funny. One word to describe today. A mic drop moment. One final sentence, no follow up.
Oh my gosh. I don't think we can come up with a new one each week, but
Right. That would be kind of crazy.
I kind of like the gratitude moment.
Yeah, too. Because also, I feel like I remember um, you're the one who kind of taught me like how important it is to um, like to be like to acknowledge and like thank the Lord for
Right, right,
things in
right.
your life because that just like turns your heart towards just things everything that we have to be grateful for everything we have but like I don't know just like taking note of those things so okay so for our listeners for 2026 we are going to start doing something a little bit different when we close out our podcast so instead of highs and lows I'm so sorry I know you guys liked those but we're gonna just mix it up see how we feel we're gonna start sharing one thing that each of us is grateful for, and we're gonna share a different thing every episode. And I think we're gonna try to like avoid obvious stuff. Like we're not gonna say grateful for family or, obviously I'm grateful
Right.
for my family, but like things that you wouldn't normally think to thank God for that we should be thanking God for. So that's what we're gonna do this
Yeah, I
week.
love that. I think it's going to be our gratitude moment to wrap up our podcast each week. And it's one of the things that I learned from a sweet friend and mentor in my biblical counseling, Miss Sandra. She always counsels her counselees to keep a thank journal, is what she calls it, and just be intentional about thanking the Lord. And it recalibrates your heart off of yourself and on to thinking about him and all that we have to be grateful for in the Lord. And even on your worst day, there are things that we can be thankful for. So anyway, I think that's a great way for us to end the podcast in 2026. I would say I'll go first. And I know you said we're not going to say I'm thankful for family, but the one thing I do want to say, my dad's currently in the hospital, and I am just really grateful that I have my sisters close by. I'm super sad that David doesn't live closer, but he's right where the Lord has called him to be. But I'm really glad I have my two sisters, Claire and Erin, just so that we can help each other out in this journey with our parents as they're aging. And just this week, it's been a blessing, knowing that we're all on the same team and we're all working for the same good, which is the good of our parents. So that's my gratitude moment for the week.
Sweet. And I feel like that's not just I'm grateful for family. Like
Right.
you had a specific thing.
Yep.
Um, that's so sweet. Well, I mean, dang it, I'm also grateful for family because I'm here visiting family.
You literally were like, it's not going to be, I'm grateful for family.
Well,
But
okay,
you
but
have
like
a
I'm
good,
here
yeah.
visiting family that I rarely get to see. Like we haven't seen them since like New Year's last year, so
Right.
like
A year ago.
January 1st, 2025. Yeah. And so yeah, so it has been really sweet and just to these are my youngest cousins, so just to get to hang out with them and spend time with David and Rachel too has been really sweet. And then on top of that, I'm really just grateful that my job is remote and that I can work from Arkansas for a week or maybe 2 weeks because of possible snow.
That's right.
Um, so I'm just grateful for that it gives me these opportunities. So yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Well, I like it. I like ending on gratitude.
Yeah, me
And
too.
we just appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. And we're grateful. Starting 2026, we're grateful for our podcast listeners because you're our friends. So hope you had a great new year. And we'll talk to you guys in a few weeks.
Stay safe out there with the ice and the snow.
That's right. Stay warm, stay safe. Bye, everybody.
Bye.